Yes, I think he had every right to be annoyed about that. Remember, they can be level. And I would have thought, well, marginally on. But then I like Cantona. There he is again. Could have laid it away wide left. Yes, he is overambitious, which is a euphemism for greedy, but at times. But oh, you like to see this in modern football, a player willing to take congested defenses on. I think we're getting ready for another substitution here. I believe Houllier, the French coach, may want to just change the rhythm a little. It's all getting into a bit of a rut. I've been lavishing praise on the like of Cantona for his touches, but at the end of the day, it's being rather nullified inside the penalty area as Nako from Monaco is about to come on. Coming on in place of Laurent Fournier, playing only his third time for his country. Might be slightly dejected about coming off. In any case, 18 minutes have gone in the second half. Nyako's on. This might change the rhythm, as I said. French get a free kick out of it, and they really want to try and exploit these situations now. Only now and again there's that little slip with the central defenders, which have allowed Papin to come in at a fair rate of knots behind them, but they've just been surviving. The French would really be annoyed with themselves if they could pull back from it. But up comes Sozy. Well, I think he was quite right to try it. He's been almost spectating in the last 15 minutes, looking away downfield as the midfield and the front runners for France have all got in a tangle, just inside or outside the penalty area. And one breakaway, one lucky little bounce of the ball for Austria. And all would be naught for France despite their clear superiority. The player who came on, Nako from Monaco. There are some people very surprised that the French don't have more players from Auxerre, the likes of Bayrou, who's on the bench tonight. Auxerre doing so well. Well, this is falls to Polster, lays it out. Now he's always so dangerous. And Austria didn't get the break of the ball there. Papin has to come back deep. Delays. They're getting slightly casual now. Vazinger. As I was saying, the people in France think more Auxerre players should be playing in this game. But if you think back to the likes of Sir Alf Ramsey and the idea he had of trying to get a club side out of a national side and keeping players in the squad, even though they may not be playing either with a successful club or all that well themselves, just keep the continuity. And that's what's been done in French football for so long, based around Marseille. And Houllier hasn't disturbed that all that much, just a trifle. Deschamps from Marseille. And now the Austrians gaining in confidence as that was put back there. Oh, it's fallen right down, and up came Farsinger on the far side. Great work by Tony Polster again. He's been on his own so often. Just dabbed that forward. That really embarrassed the French defenders, two of them, messing that about. Break by Herzog. Well, that may have acted like a slap on the face to the French defenders. Just that one moment of slackness and this game would bust alive again. That's a substitute. Nako. Gets a free kick. Cantona. He's worked so hard tonight. This balance he has of great physique, tenacity, and brilliant little touches. And the ball was not stationary. The Russian has been right in command with a kind of cool authority. Just right on the Achilles tendon he got that. How about the free kick? Touched in by Stuga. Just got away there. Well, from the little glimpses I've seen of Austria trying to come forward, I wouldn't say the French defense looked concrete solid. A little bit nervy. Maybe it's because they haven't seen much of the ball in the game. That can add to it as well. Just that tiny frisson every now and again when the likes of Polster gets the ball up front. This is Farsinger. There we are. That's the time and that's the score. How France could do with a goal to cap their superb efforts. Oh, now they've got a little bit of freedom now. Stuga goes forward. Oh, they can't give it away to this man, Polster. Tall, 6'2" player with a tremendous shot. And he didn't have enough leverage to get anything worthwhile in there. Well, we're seeing more and more of Austria now. Crucial period of the game. I make it 24 minutes gone. 25, in fact, by my watch. And France cannot afford any slips. So much of the game has been done exactly or executed so perfectly for France, but the final touches near goal eluding them. Cassoni. Papin came out, whoops. Ball still remained in. Goal features there of Franz Wolfhard with his contact lenses looking into the floodlights of the Parc des Princes, which cannot at all be easy. Now there's a look of dedication now about the Austrians. They don't look to me a particularly good side, but they're concentrating more. Well, Ogre is trying to get in the thick of things. Cantona trying to pick that up. Well, they're laying it about now. The passing game has developed a little bit. And the run forward by Peter Stuger to get on the end of the ball from Robert Vazinga. And Bayrou, now he'll bring a little bit of width and pace to the French attack. Pascal Bayrou of Tahitian descent. They do need that little injection of pace now. I did say the Austrians were getting more of the ball, developing a passing game, a little more adventurous, more determined, and it's such a crucial phase of the match. Just under 18 minutes remaining. There he is. Bayrou from the club I was talking about, Auxerre, and off goes the debutant, Xavier Gravelin, who has rather disappeared in the second half. It's been a useful first game by the youngster from Pau, and getting a great reception going off. And to great applause, on comes Pascal Bayrou. And immediately takes up station on the left side of the field. Headed across there by Sassou. Picked up by Nyako. Now Bayrou. Going to be difficult though in the remaining minutes, but he does get to the line and he does get balls over, and it's still in play. Well, no, the linesman, according to Monsieur Cantona, is slightly screwy for giving that decision. I think it may well be that the ball took one of these banana bends way out of play and then came back in again. And Cantona even could have been booked for that as he tries to find Papin. Just touched away by Jacques. Boli. Kept in by Sassou. Oh, I think you know what that means in anybody's language. Give us more. And he's not getting it. I think he must be getting a little anxious now. I mean, he's seen so much happening up front for France. Some delightful skills, great penetration, 2 disallowed goals, and there's only 1 in it now, with about 15 minutes remaining. And he knows as well as I do that anything can happen in that last quarter of a match, despite the obvious superiority of one side. Well, that's better play, Cantona. That's the physique bit about him. Looking for Papin. There's Papin coming in, and he's so brilliantly saved. Wolfhart. Quite magnificent move, and look at the space that Papin gave himself. Just didn't have enough drive in the header forward. That would have killed it. Now watch this again. Great play. Cantona with contemptuous ease, brushing aside defenders, and then Papin got away from the marker, headed it down. He did everything right. Let's watch. And down it went, and agonizingly the goalkeeper back, but full marks to Wolfhart. Cantona right in his element again, taking them on. Put up by Durand. Bayrou has immediately made an impact on this match. They don't like his thrust one little bit. And that goal by Papin seems a long, long time ago, in the 3rd minute. I think the remaining minutes that we have in this game are going to be even tenser for the French than for the Austrians. You must be wondering why it's still only 1-0. That's pushed forward by Nyako. Bayrou again. It's a very good crosser of the ball. It's an excellent one. It's touched. It's a brilliant goal. Oh yes, Cantona. He's gone to the footlights almost of a stage that he's commanded tonight in the most brilliant fashion. Great play there. Bayrou, a substitution by Gérard Houllier that has changed, transformed, and look at the way it's finished off here. The delicate touch. That is a mark of genius. Superb ball, culling it round. And the goalkeeper, who's performed wonders tonight, had no chance. And nobody would object to seeing the artistry of this from all angles. An object lesson to anybody in how to finish. That is a 40th goal between the pair of them. Quite remarkable. Well, we've had 2 goals to really savour tonight. Coming from brilliant last touches. Bayrou goes down. The referee wants to get on with it. Deschamps still playing very hard. And if Bayrou can get up, he should immediately, because the play is really flowing France's way and goals count. There's no time to stay down. Bayrou has recovered. There he is again. Papa. And a late tackle, free kick. Sign of frustration there. There it was, a little piece of gymnastics. Taken by Barsinger. Manfred Jacques. Coming round the outside, Michel Bohr. He's doing a little hopping. Andreas Herzog. Looks like hamstring to me, and there's nothing worse in the modern game. There's a real epidemic of hamstring injuries in European football, certainly in British football. Oh, they can play it around now, right? No need to take any unnecessary risks. Cantona, man of the match in my book. Oh, Papa with a great chance again. He's justified. Now, was it a final touch by the goalkeeper on the player? Just watch it again. And that impudent chip through again. Marvelous final ball. And out comes the goalkeeper. Down goes Papa. And indeed, the referee right up with the play, and he's getting the Austrian players right out of it. So, just when it looked as if France might settle for the 2 goals, that marvelous move again between these 2 great players, producing that dive by the goalkeeper, illegal, and now the penalty kick. Papa. Oh! Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there was a touch of arrogance about that. A kind of look no hands penalty. and certainly look no judgment. Well, goals count. That may sound like an old cliche, but at the end of the day, in a very tight competitive section, Papin will look back on that replay and may yet rue the day. Remember, Bulgaria there with 4 points, also Sweden. Israel still to play. They'll be nobody's pushovers, by the way. France have only 2 points in the bag from this game, having lost the first game. And that's allowed to go across, and they win a corner kick. Long run from deep by Wolfgang Farsinger. And I make it 8 minutes remaining. There will be, no doubt, a little stoppage time. And it comes now. Could they pull one back? Cantona right in the heart of defense. Oh, that was a wild one again. And this time it was Peter Artner from Admira Izamarco. That is absolutely deliberate, you know. I said about a minute ago the French don't need to take any extraordinary measures now. Just be careful, play the ball about. But if they get a chance to score, like from the penalty spot, then they've got to take it, and they may be annoyed about that. Nevertheless, they were under trial tonight in a very big way. I did mention at the start that you've got to go back to November 1991 for the last time they won on the international field, which is very unlike France. And on will come Pfaffenberger from Salzburg, with very little opportunity to do anything in this game. So Pfaffenberger is on. Bayrou on the far side. What a great involvement he's already had. Coming up was Iñaki to try and take that. And so little time left as Frank Sozzi, who's hardly been, well, he's hardly broken sweat in this game at the back, deciding to come forward, trying to bring Bayrou into the game again. Well, they've seen the advantage of having a bit of pace on the left and a bit of width. Changed the game so dramatically, and that's an indication of the substitution. Pfaffenberger on. Bolliazer leaving it to Sozzi. I make it 4.5 minutes remaining. 2-0 by a combination renowned for striking ability as well as for their artistry outside the penalty area. Papin followed by Cantona. I think the whistle's gone. It has indeed. Marvelous night he's had. Well, all of their moves like that when they're coming from the back, and the substitute Pfaffenberger coming up from it have been really well marked in advance by the French. And I think Ernst Happel has his work cut out to make something of this team. Having watched them now, and very fortunate to be holding France so late in the game to 1-0, Papin offside. Having held France to that score, they've done hardly anything up front, leaving Tony Polster to work on his own. Good player though he is. He's, in actual fact, got the kind of play where he scores so many goals. But they've done nothing apart from that. Very insipid team altogether. Yoko coming through, he'll get a free kick out of that. Yep, does indeed. Nyako. Well, if at first you don't succeed, one tried it, the second one got him. Now then, I wonder if France could finish in explosive and spectacular manner if they bring Franck Sauzet up here. There was a rumor that Sauzet, after the European Championships, would come to play here with Paris Saint-Germain. It didn't come off the negotiations, but there's still a chance, I believe, that he may yet move. And here he is, hovering around that with Bernard Cassoni. Sauzet goes for it. Now, a wasted effort again. I don't think they'll be too perturbed about that. If you had said to them at the start of the night, will you settle for 2-0, all 11 hands in the starting lineup would have gone up in a cent. 2 minutes left. Attempting the curl. Crowd have enjoyed that, and imagine coming to see the kind of play that Jean-Pierre Papin and Eric Cantona can provide. The 2 goals themselves worth the admission money. Having said all of that, I don't believe that the French represent a really lethal force in European football yet. There's still something lacking in midfield, and their defense tonight was hardly put under pressure. So I think we've got a reserved judgment about their final quality and status. But oh, this is what 4 men on his form. Look at him, Cantona. Pfaffenberger coming on, of whom a lot is now spoken. A big fellow, young, early 20s, and that's all we have left. That very satisfying scoreline for the Parisians and all of France watching this game, and all of Europe in Eurosport. Is Cantona on the edge of the box? Ooh. I think a busting firework. And on comes the celebratory music. That fast French beat. And just a matter of the post-match inquest to look forward to by both coaches. Austria have been well beaten. They won't be at all happy with the scoreline, but it could have been, of all the chances that have been taken, something of a humiliation. Bolly has come on for the set piece. He hasn't looked as effective as I've seen him in previous games that way. He seemed to be lacking a bit of judgment in the air tonight. Oh, but he is a fearsome character. A little bit of push on Cantona. Well, he had a marvellous game tonight. I wonder if he'll do exactly the same a week tonight in Glasgow, when, of course, he'll be playing against Rangers, the Scottish champions in the European Cup for Leeds. And there goes the final whistle in the Parc des Princes, and a man who I consider to be man of the match has the final gesture of the game by taking the ball to the referee. That goal scored in the 3rd minute.